What's the deal? The deal. Neptune the Goon back in the building. The deal. I told everybody I was going live today, broski. I told everybody I'm going live today, broski. Give everybody some time to come up in here. It's Neptune the Goon. You know who it is. You know how I do it. Yeah, we up in here today. Y'all see my little setup and all that? On me, it's up. What's the deal? What's the deal? Neptune the Goon in the building. Shout out to everybody that waited on me. Everybody that like, comment, and subscribe. You know, he let me in. You know what I mean? So I gotta do it. And on everything else, like I said, you know, little by little, I'm gonna make stuff happen. So I gotta be a man of my word. So I had to pop out. So everybody thought I wasn't popping out. What time is it? 7:30. All right, couple minutes. All right, I'm a couple minutes late. I ain't on black time. If I'm 8 minutes late, that ain't black time. Black time is like 30 minutes to an hour. 45 minutes late. I still got a little business in me, man. Yes, sir, ski. Neptune the Goon in the building. Where everybody at? I had to prepare for all y'all today. I was ready. More than ready. They've been trying to block me out of this live for a long, long time, fool. Now I'm here and I'm in there. What's going on with the good old peoples? Just coming from outside, L.A., Cali weather. It ain't like Chicago and all that, but when we from out here, we gotta dress like we from the rack. You feel me? That's just how it go. It be cold to us. Y'all be thinking this is something different. We be freezing. That's why I say if I go to Chicago or anything like that, it's pure visiting. Other than that, let's get the good folks up in here. Try to get my monetization and everything. That's why I'm trying to stay on top of it. What's the deal with everybody? We got a lot of news. And we got a lot of topics to speak on. First off, I like to speak on the Hot Boys reunion. Man, it made me feel 15, 16 years old again, folks. Watching all them doing their thing, especially Wayne. Wayne always been like 2 years older than me, so every time I seen him bust with a new album, man, I was on it. But yeah, they had it in Houston or something like that, and they turned it out, man. Everybody was trying to talk bad on the boy Weezy, but you know what I mean? Like he on what he on, folks. He already done made it. So for him to enjoy himself, I can't tell nobody how to enjoy themselves and how far to take it. You know what I mean? Like that's a reunion, bro. A lot of people can't come together after 25 years and everybody still be alive, a part of your group. It's not normal, broski. But you know, it was a good thing. On 50, we got 50 Cent, broski. 50 Cent then punked everybody in G Unit. Lloyd Banks, Gang, Yayo. It's like He goes so far with punking everybody. It's not even G Unit no more. He done broke up the whole hood. And everybody was mad at me. But 50 doing the same thing. It's like, you know what I mean? A lot of y'all could be from the same clique. A lot of y'all could be from the same gang, but everybody ain't gorillas like that. You know what I mean? Like we all grow up into our different men. Like some of us, we played football growing up. Me, I played football. I was running back since Pee Wee and Pop Warner. So you like the fear of another person that been gone since like the fourth or fifth grade. You feel me? Like the first time I put on them cleats to go play on that field, and then I got sacked or I got hit real hard. I got sacked, and then I'm like this, limping off the field, tears in my eyes, and my dad like, "You better get back in that game, boy. You gonna lose your spot." You be like, yeah, you get back to the side. You get back to them sidelines. Them little things, them little boy days back in the day, it teach you how to be a grown man. You stand up under something when you get older. One thing I can say though is it's a lot of people out there that came from the trenches and we still here. We grew up with a lot of gorillas, monkeys, all kinds of species in the jungle, but only certain ones survive. And for my life, like I just learned from the next man, man. I was looking like this on the block with the homies. You know, they chose to hop in cars and rob and bust on. You know what I mean? Shoot, I was trying to serve, like you know what I mean. I was trap boy genius, like you know what I mean. When the homie Mouse taught me how to re-rock in a microwave, it was over with, bro. Like I can't even lie to you. Once he showed me how to do that, man, I was already in the motels. So it was like everything else was just easy. And once I learned how to do it, first I messed up, making it look like Swiss cheese. It had holes in the 50 double ups and quarter pieces and all that. Like I had to learn. I learned from the big homie Mouth. And that's one of the most scandalous niggas from Queen Street. Like, nigga, he was damn near east side the way he get down. I can't lie to you. Homie used to be on some grimy shit, homies or not. But if you with him, you know what I mean, you from the hood, so I mean, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Especially when he your big homie, you really gotta rock out with him. But Mouth, we call him Mouth for a reason, though. You know what I mean? Like he had that deep, like Barry White type voice, and you know what I mean. Like when you heard Mouth on the phone, it wasn't no discrepancy of who he was. Like on the other line, like that nigga voice is like no other. You know what I mean? I miss my homeboys though, man. And a lot of them was savages. You know what I mean? A lot of savages up in that dirt, gang. And that ain't a cool thing for you know what I mean. Your kids, especially when you start having kids. When you a kid, you don't know how to be a kid. You in the trenches. Like I said, I don't got no sob story about I ain't had no mom or I ain't had no dad. Man, I had both of them. And I can't lie to you. Man, by the time I got out of school, man, my dad just went to work. Real talk. Like my dad went to work, it was 3 p.m. He worked from 3 to like 11, 12 at night. And he'll get home about like 2. Like he was the supervisor of Boeing. So he had to make sure everybody, shut down the machines. He had to make sure everything was secure. And he used to take me on the father son work days and all that. And they used to be like, oh man, your son go work here. Woo. Always in the back of my head, I was like, hell no, I ain't working around you nerds. Like, even when I was a kid, I was like, man, these people nerds. You know what I mean? But that's what it was. But, by having a dad at the house, I was able to make grown man decisions. You know what I mean? And I knew as a kid, like, I didn't want to lead a game, but when you start finding out certain things that happen to the homies that can't be explained, but the homies had something to do with it, it make you want to walk away. Like especially if you ain't even hit 18 yet. Like you can't imagine a 14, 15-year-old little boy, you know what I mean, growing up in the hood, getting mentored by somebody he look up to. You know what I mean? Everybody knew my dad, my family, and all that. So niggas knew, like, you know what I mean? It was only so far as niggas could go with me because Pop's gonna pop out. Like, if a grown man really put hands and feet on me, they knew my dad was popping out. But my dad was the same person to where he'll go to the Mexicos and take one of his checks and buy all they fireworks and then go to the hood, put all the homies on, Big L Dog, Stretch, JB, B Note, nigga. Everybody used to have full trunks of 4th of July stuff, and we'll sell them through the whole hood, like making money and all that. Like that's how we really came up, fool. And I was always the one, like always there. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't there for the actions and all that stuff like that. But what made me be there for the action was always in the hood serving. Man, it was not even a 9 to 5. As soon as I got out of Inglewood High, I was there. Like as soon as I got out of football, I was there. It wasn't no back and forth about it. I was there, fool. So, you know what I mean? Like it's a little different. That's why everybody be on me talking about I'm on Bosco and I was on his head too hard, bro. Bosco didn't grow up with us, fool. Like we like it's nothing against bro. Just like I didn't grow up with Munchie, little Munchie. I don't know little Munchie. But I know when I picked up Big Munchie, he used to be like, hey, that's my little brother right there at the door. Hey man, what's up? What's up? I used to be like, hey, what's up? Whoa, whoa. Like Munchie used to be looking out the door at me and Munchie leave on bike. I'm talking about the last time I seen Big Munchie from IF, Ascari, he was looking out the door, gang, when me and Munchie was having backpacks riding off on bikes. So there's no way he could really know me like that. And even back then, if he knew my name was T Dog, then that's so far his 8 years old, 10 years old. Come on, bro. And even if he act like that on the internet and say he don't know me, he a goddamn lie, man. But like I said, the internet stuff is internet. The streets is the streets, man. That nigga's not the governor of nothing. He's the governor of the internet. I give him that, and that's on gang. He's the internet thug. He is the B team on the internet. But on the streets, bro, he ain't out here with us, gang. Like I said, I just did a video where I went through the Hoovers, I went through 11 A's, I went through the Bounty Hunters, I went through the Anthers, all the way to the hood swap meet. I even went through the NHPs. Like it ain't no bat, nigga. Like and then I hopped out and hollered at the homies and it was like, I was like, hey, what's up with this nigga Bosco, man? Where you at? I'll slap this nigga out. And everybody just laughing because it ain't no mystery. It ain't no mystery. He ain't there. But at the same time, it's internet thugs and street thugs. Now I'm on some whole other stuff. I got a business. I got a life. I got stuff I be doing. This internet stuff is just all new to me. I'm setting up stuff day by day just to make it crack. You know what I mean? Like straight like that. Just like them niggas in the jail cell. If them niggas got something to say, nigga, I got a whole lot more, bro. And I'm out here. I ain't in no jail cell and I ain't cracking no spreads. But at the end of the day, bro, if you internet thug it, let it be that. But don't try to dirt the ones that be there because you niggas ain't never there. You know what I mean? And then for the ones we speak to, we the ones training the little homies to do stuff legal. You know what I mean? Don't hold like us. Get your license, this and that. That's why Inglewood's looking like a brighter place. That's why Los Angeles ain't got the Merc game all over. You know what I mean? It's went down because people knowing it's better off to be legal than not because you're gonna get stretched like a rubber band, broski. Like it ain't no mystery about what's going on in these streets. And then we seeing our kids grow up to dumbness. If we already been there, why wouldn't I tell you or my nephews, nieces, anybody to not do it? Cause it ain't worth it at all. You gonna do that time in there. Then when you go do that time in there, you gonna find out you go to that hole by yourself. You go to canteen by yourself. You answer that. You get your mail by yourself because it got your name on it. Your name, that 15-minute phone call. Yeah, 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 yeah. That 15-minute phone call, that's what you got in your name. Your cell ain't in your name. The package is in your name. You know, everything's you. It don't say, oh, I'm from Inglewood this or I'm from East Coast this. No, when you get in them places, it's you. It's your family. It's everybody that loved you and the person you was before you even got there, gang. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these dudes that's internet, they ain't been nowhere. I don't know who to speak on and what to say or what. And Hefe, never heard of him. Heard of Spider Man from A Tray. Heard of Big Diamond from A Tray. Heard of Hitman from A Tray. Heard of Twin from A Trey, and them niggas is the ones that around EDD time snatched the whole fucking chase thing out the motherfucking. Remember when the Broadways had that big ass during EDD, they had that big ass party, and all the East, I mean all the Broadway, I mean all the A Trays and all the gangsters, they was at that Airbnb and they hit the news and they said a gang of people got arrested or some shit, or it was a shooting or something. Yeah, that was the time when Twin and them, when EDD and all that stuff, everybody's getting the PPP loans. Yeah, nigga, that's when that shit on what is that Hoover, Manchester, Vermont, nigga, that Chase over there where my granny from H be over there, nigga, they snatched the whole motherfucking Chase thing up, nigga. I went over there to try to get some bread out, nigga. That shit was gone, both the things for a long time. Then I found out through granny, she was like, yeah, twin boys, woo, they did what they did, woo. I was like, damn. Like I said, people don't even know. Grannies be up on what's going on. You know what I mean? Granny know the A-Trade gangsters that's over there selling ice cream with the ice cream trucks, let alone the shops and the stores that they got around there. That's why I said, man, a lot of these people, they think they know the chessboard, but it's a whole lot more players than what people fail to see on the internet. And Hefe, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. But he showed put a platform for people to speak bad on me. And you don't even know me. You don't know me. You don't know me. And I did my time. You know what I mean? And I don't expect you to know me. But at the same time, don't knock me from my credit or act like I ain't never. Then we'll go to ODM Slim. ODM Slim don't know me from dirt. I know a couple of his homies, T Fly. I know two different T Flies. Uh, I know C Note. You know what I mean? And that's because on the street, me and C Note had action and stuff like that. But like I said, like in the early 90s, I'm an 84 baby. So early 90s, everybody was on some white t-shirt, you know what I mean, dressing like Jack, tall t-shirts, oversized. Man, if you wore a medium, man, you was wearing a 3X tall. Now everybody wearing smalls if they wear mediums. You know what I mean? A whole different era. That's why I said me and different generations, we different. But at the same time, me going to them different places, to them goon ass yards, yeah, turns into a goon. Cause you gotta be. It ain't no choice. It ain't no choice. When your card is being pulled, you gotta go handle that. When somebody say your name, you gotta go press them. And I ain't never been in no cell with no busters. But when I came home, I ain't never told my son about it. Ain't never told him about no jail. Ain't never told him about no war stories. The only thing he liked when I first came home was tattoos. And everything he wanted was out that gumball machine to put, press on tattoos. And hey, I can't knock him for, trying to look like dad or be like dad. Hey, that's cool. That's cool, son. Do your thing. But I would never encourage him. That's why I don't even bring them to the hood. I know some homies that bring their kids to the hood, red khaki suit, red dicky suit, red chucks, and they come with their baby looking just the same. And I be pulling up like, no, bro. Like if them people pull up on us, bro, it's bad. And how bad is it gonna look with a little kid with us? You feel me? But some homies is big homies. You can't tell them nothing. You know what I mean? So that's the other hood politic thing. You know what I mean? It's a position to be played with everybody, and you can't overbe. That's why I said nobody's bigger than the card, because it's always somebody that was there before you. And if you ain't one of the originators, you always gonna have somebody to report to. But the good thing about that is, for the young homeboys that ain't got uncles, daddies, and grandfathers in the hood, you do keep a level of recognition and accountability. I don't know what goes on today though. Certain hoods is still the same. I ain't no big old hood. We got 1,000 members and all that. Nah, most of our hood, you live there for sure. That's why I said Bosco did not grow up with us. I don't know where this nigga came from. And then to hit me when they hit me on Spider Loke and them show talking about at 12 years old he got on the stand. No, I couldn't know because he was nowhere near around. Nigga, I wouldn't know if he was in the Hoovers, the neighborhoods, the 40s. Nigga, I wouldn't even know he was East LA. I couldn't tell you. I cannot tell you no lie. But I know one thing for sure. Yeah, that nigga that I ain't see Bosco until about like 18, 19. But when he got put on, 19 for show. For a shit show. Like ain't no lying, Bosco. And then that's why the homies hit me today. They said, hey, we hope that whatever you do on the internet, because we don't be on there, that you take the time and look out for your homies, like in the hood. Not so much the homies, but the community. Bosco ain't never gave a T-shirt. Bosco ain't never gave a taco. Bosco ain't never gave a pizza. And he's been on the internet 15 plus years. And within them 15 plus years, I'm back and forth to prison, back and forth to prison, back and forth to prison. Not a good thing. Watching everybody grow up. Niece is 8 years old. Now she almost 18 and talking about she going to Alabama. And then when I heard she went to Locke High School, I was like, oh my God, what are you doing over there with your mama? Like, we from Eaglewood. What are you doing way over there by Locke? Like, you know what I mean? It just shit changed. And then when I go over there, try to visit her over there, then I'm over there. I don't know what hood I'm in. Oh, it's the East Coasters. Oh, it's the Bounty Hunters. And they streets like so fast and quick. I'm trying to get out of shit. But the way I look and I'm picking my niece up from lot, it's looking like I'm, you know what I mean? Just pulling up looking like this. Hey, I'm from the hood. You know, I dress how I dress. I am uncle gonna be how he be. You know what I mean? And I ain't cutting my hair. So, you know what I mean? If I look thugged out, if I look like a rapper, then hey, that's, you know, uncle been looking like this before y'all was born. But if you want me to pick you up, I'm gonna pick you up from anywhere. But like I said, I always put them up on their P's. I never leave nobody lacking with me in the car. I even tell you what I got on me. Hey, I got this. Woo, woo. Hey, so if they get up on me, even my niece, she made some moves as she got grown. She's like, Uncle, if they get behind her, I'll be like, no, 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 don't do that. She's like, no, no, Uncle, we don't want you gone no more. And I'll be like, man, but this is legal. So you know what I mean? Like, it's a legal one and they ain't got no nothing on it and it's clean. And I remember when I went with old baby to go get it. You remember? Like I went to go get her I went her to have her go take the test to go get it. You feel me? That's how I'm riding now. Like ain't no somebody threw this on me. Somebody in the car with me. No, the best thing you can ever do is ride by your dolo because everybody with you a possible suspect. And if you don't want to be a part of that life, please don't do it. But some of it chose us. We did not choose this. I remember in my front yard, Mac 10 banging West Side Connection, him and Dub C hitting low riders and all that. That was in front of my house. It is no way I could just walk to school and be like, yeah, look at the rappers. Oh, that's Mac 10. And these niggas was on the music video, Dub C, skip, skip, throw it up, throw it up. Yeah, I seen all that. I seen when Mac 10 got into it with some of the homies and they threw my half pint Hennessy bottles at his bubbleized bins. And he told the homies, I'm too rich to be fighting you niggas. And then I was thinking in my head, like, damn, that's some buster stuff to say. You feel me? At that age, 16, 17, I was like, oh, he's a mark. But to the internet, not even the internet, selling CDs, doing Mac 10 was the greatest. Everybody thought Mac 10 was the greatest. And even if he watching right now, Do Dirty used to be on your ass, bro. And I know for sure I seen Do Dirty took the half of the little pint bottle from me and grab it and throw it at your champagne bubbleized bins with the mirror tint when you roll by on the 400. Nigga, it was early in the morning, nigga, and Do Dirty threw that at your shit and said, nigga, get out the car, big homie, and catch your face, nigga. You been over here talking all that woo, you got the hood high talking about this Inglewood backyard swinging, backyard boogie and all that. He was on him like I was on Bosco, bro. And that nigga threw the shit at that nigga. That's who I grew up with. You know what I mean? It wasn't no choice. My front yard was the hood. It wasn't no mystery. That's why I know everybody around my age. I just popped out, and Bosco did what he did with Whack 100. It made me pop out, bro. And that's why I'm here now because he made me pop out. Nigga, I wasn't no internet dude. I'm in the cuts on purpose because I don't want the ops to know me. But at the same time, I'm Paw Paw now. So I gotta slide different. I can't be out there hanging, thugging, serving. I ain't served nothing in 15 years. 10 years for sure. And I'm talking about if I did serve somebody something, somebody told me to get something from my homies and they wanted it for themselves. Hey, let me get a little pill, or let me get a little lily. You know what I mean? But I don't know about no Chris. My people don't do that, but they love them X pills and shit like that. Feel me? But I go get it for them. But you know what I mean? Other than that, no, I ain't trapping. Yeah, I look like it. I look like Julio Fulio. I look like I'm with the, but bro, I'm in a whole nother lane. I'm marinating food. I'm barbecuing ribs. Jerk world. I'm on a whole nother level. That's why I said I print t-shirts. I've been having say less t-shirts. I've been having say less Rottweilers. I've been having say less paintings. I've been having say less silverware. Like I've been doing this. When EDD first popped, I was already on. I saved my money from 135th and Avalon at the UPS. My little brother put me on straight out the pen. When I used to work there at UPS, it was a gang of West Side Power Rules, dead homies. When I went up there, my brother said he was a driver, so he told me to go up there and he said fill out your application, woo woo, off of my name being a driver, I'm gonna get you a job. Bam, I get there, nigga, no lie. When I paroled, I was like 228, like huge, big. You know what I'm saying? So when I paroled, man, I go straight up in there. When I get up in there, they give me the job like it's nothing. You go through the little 2 week little pay training. So bam, when I get up in there, they see me lifting stuff and doing stuff so much to where they like, oh yeah, we finna give you more hours. We can give you more hours. We give you. So I end up working like 16-hour shifts. So I say within like 4 to 5 months, I'm chilling at the house with my mom and my brother. Like we got off of work, maybe it was like a Saturday because we used to work damn near six days a week. They needed us. One day my mom walked up to me like, hey T, I wanted to ask you a question, but I don't want you to take this offensive. But I noticed you've been getting skinny real fast. You doing any drugs? I was like, hell no, nah, mama. She was like, I just wanted to know because y'all always at work and I don't see how you can have time to do no drugs because y'all come, I see y'all sitting in the truck and then like my mom used to stalk us like a girlfriend, you know what I mean? We used to be parked at the little burger stand, she be watching us and we be sipping and drinking until, you know what I'm saying, straight off of work until we go in the room and pass out. But mom's like I was busting my ass so much that she thought I was on some shit, but fresh out of jail, no peanut butter and oatmeal, BRAZY sandwiches, and all that. You know what I mean? That's when you sitting up in the cell not doing nothing. You just buffing and getting bigger, buffing and getting bigger. Now I'm busting ass, busting sweat, working for UPS 16 hours a day, save my money and may say less. I stopped UPS before EDD even got given to everybody. On my mama, nigga. I started that and I started on the curb. I started on the curb, squabbling niggas. Shit, nigga, I boomed off a curb in a whole nother nigga hood. I ain't gonna say nigga, but they was cripping over there. Nigga, when I made them Nipsey Hustle t-shirts and I drew it myself and I did the whole little design and all that, man, I was selling them with Nipsey Hustle sold. And I had a couple 6-0s roll up on me. They ain't asked me where I was from or nothing, but they was like, hey man, hey, where you get them t-shirts from? And I told them just like this. I said, oh, I made these myself. They was like, hey, you from 60s? I was like, hell no. Nah. They was like, yeah, we gonna have to link up with you because you selling the homie face and his shit look kind of hard. We gonna have to need a cut off of this. Woo, woo, woo. And then they just threw me a dub, like threw me a dub out the window, gang, and just kept rolling. That's how I knew I was on to something. But being out the way. Can't nobody tell me how to stay out the way because I mastered it now. You feel me? Never know, never let nobody know how you coming, when you coming, where you coming. This live stuff going live, going back and forth with your homies and trying to prove something. Look, man, if you gonna do it, don't do it live because ain't nobody promised tomorrow. You know what I mean? And especially if you got kids, that's the dumbest thing you could do. You know what I mean? They already wish you well every time you walk out that door. Every time you drop them off at school, they wish you well. They wish you home. They wish you prosperity. And you going out there straight smashing and mashing for a goofy. And especially if it's an internet thug. Like, come on, man. That's the only reason why I'm here. Because it pissed me off so much. Dudes be on here and had a hood hot. They'll have everybody on here hot, bro. The hood would be blazing hot because of a nigga made a rap song. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? That's why I had to do my little video and show how I pulled up in the hood, you know? So, other than that, that's my introduction, bro. It ain't nothing else I can speak on. I'm 100, you know what I mean? Like I said, I never needed none of this goofy ass shit. But since I'm here, I'm gonna do it. And if I gotta do it, I'm gonna plush it out. So little by little, y'all gonna see me make the whole transformation on everything. When I first got on Nina Boy and all them, what they try to do? Ha ha he. Oh, he on meth, he on drugs. Who this speaking on Bosco? He gotta be a buster. Woo. Whoa. The main dudes that's with the stuff don't be on the internet. And for a fact, I got homeboys right now that still got Obama phones, nice whips, on the 24s, all the stuff that you could, you know what I mean, want on your whip with the beat. They still act like pagers is still the ish. Like, you feel me? They grew up in a time era where it was a payphones at the liquor store, and that's what made the hoods hang out at liquor stores. But it was easy cop for the police. They didn't have cell phones. It was working off a pager, just like me when I was like 13, 14, before the 628s, the chirps and all that came out. I had the two-way pager, I had the regular pager, and we would that's what made everybody in LA hang out the liquor stores. It ain't nothing else. We didn't want to hang out there for nothing else. It was traffic, people buying, and it's phones. We working off of pagers. Take it back to the state property days. Come on, bro. Let's go back to the state property, the movies. What was they doing? You know what I mean? And you was lucky to be one of them boys that have a brick phone. And I was one of them little kids where my dad got me the gum with the brick phone in. You press the buttons and it make the sound. Then I had the flip phone one. Yeah, he already knew I was like that. I would, but what? Like, this how much known I was in the hood. That's why I said Munchie stupid. Nigga, I was so young to where, nigga, I was cutting grass in the neighborhood, passing my own flyers out on a bike. Like Dennis the Menace though. If I seen your cat, I was shooting it with what's that? What's them things called? Slingshots. I was making slingshots out of hangers, wood, rubber band them up, and do my ish on your cat. I'm talking about when I had the pellet gun, the automatic pellet gun. Oh, it was over on Halloween. I was man. I remember we was in front of my house. Me and my little brother. He's probably like 5, 6 years old. And on Halloween, yeah, it was trick or treat for real. I had a house. Every time somebody walked by, all you would hear was ting 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 ah 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 ah. Man, I was tearing stuff up. Man, I was terrorizing, young as a mother. And we had bushes all in the front of the house. You would never know it was us. And even if you came in the gate and peeked me, I had pit bulls. It would have been over for you. You know what I mean? It was only like one or two homies that was brave enough to pet the pit bull because they really knew him from being around there. But the other ones that knew him, they just the barking alone, they was like, hell nah. They was like, hell no, nah. We ain't fucking with T House. Like, hell no. Nah. And then if I wasn't there, they was asking for my brother, my sister, or talking to moms, pops. Like, man, my family was the neighborhood like Huxtables. Like, we wasn't no perfect family, but out of 5 kids, we all had the same mom and dad. You know what I mean? We was in that house 7 deep. And we was the only one out of all the homies that had the house. Everybody else was staying wherever they were staying, but we stayed in the houses. That's why I said the Mexicans knew where I was, the Legends knew where I was. The only hood that was like Inglewood that really didn't know where I was like Raymond's. Like Raymond's is so far on 120, like they didn't. I ain't go to school with them, nothing. I don't even remember. All I know is like one incident where the homies went over there and the homie got an L wop because he dropped a pager and when he was running from the crime, his fingerprints, like when he was sliding through some cars, he touched the back of a car hood, and that's what got him Bookie J. Then he got like 75 with an L, no name to be said, but yeah, they slid over there and. Nah, I was tripping like, damn, you niggas went so far to catch that body. You know what I mean? And, like I said, God got a plan for everybody because sometimes, like, when you go out your way to just like, run over something or step on something, it don't even really be worth it. You know what I mean? Because you end up doing it for a bum. Like I always been the type to where if I go, I'm gonna find the guy, the supplier, the somebody that don't be at the liquor store asking for change. But that's why I said God got a plan for everybody and different people. But on this Aunt Hefe thing, bouncing subjects, Aunt Hefe, you are too concerned with politics to where you spending your time trying to get on somebody that's in jail. Be brave. Why in the hell, as a free man, do you have so much concern about what this prison blood says? Because I'm confused. I never known a blood to worry about what a Crip nigga said about him. He worried about what his homies said about him. But Munchie B, Day Hood clicks up with the A Trays, Eagle families, it's part of that Sue moving and grooving type shit. Never was part of it. Never said that out of my vocabulary. I was in the county jail when that was going on, but never been part of no motions and ain't never been part of no riots. A part of that. I don't know nothing about that, but I know niggas be clicking up. That's what I do know. That's what I do know. And like I said, if I was one of those easy busters, whatever, I would have stayed from NHP because the day I seen Baby B Rat Dominique get body slammed by Rara sister. Rara was from 30 Piru. He's my age. His sister was from IF. They stayed on Gravilla and Hillcrest. I knew her. She used to stay in the same building as Big Droop from 80. I don't even know if they got an 80 still IS. That was my age bracket. And not even so much my age bracket because the 80s, when I went to Eagle High in the ninth grade, them niggas was like juniors and seniors. So, in the gang world, like them yo big homies, but not really, you know what I mean? But they just older. You call them older homies. That's when you can get away with older homies. When they be like 2 years older than you, but you really grew up with these niggas. So yeah, I would call them older homies. But Droop, rest in peace, man. His brother was from East Coast. I don't know which one, but we used to pull up at Brody house and it'd be a gang of Crips up in there. But like I said, I live down the street from the niggas, not even two residential blocks. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm an Inglewood baby. I live right behind Inglewood High. That's just like living behind Crenshaw High. You gonna know all the Crips. You feel me? I knew all the Bloods before I was even anything. So yeah, he ended up getting chipped out, throwing up IF over there on the east of LA, and they thought he threw up East Coast. And I don't know the story on that, but I know I was in the pen and they told me my nigga was gone. That's why I said it's a blessing for me to be here, because this life wasn't promised to me. You know, I was out there with everybody else. I was out there slinging iron just like everybody else. I was out there putting people on and all that, and then did my family the biggest injustice doing all that time. And I'm glad to say that after all that foolishness, the only years, the main years I got out of my son's life, like I was there when he was born and all that, but I say before we had like really linked up and I could feel his personality, he was 5. You know what I mean? And now he 10. So about to be 11. So you know what I mean? Like and then that's how long I've been growing my hair too. Like with my son being about to be 10, I started growing my hair from like a Jay-Z lineup, like that low cut to like a zero where you barely see the lineup. Yeah, that's me. And I've been growing it that long and never wanted to cut it. But end up doing that time in between time. And I didn't do that stretch when my son was alive. I did petty time. I did 3 other terms, but it was like 16 months doubled up, 8 months, uh 3 years for the last one. And that shit was the hardest, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I think that's what kicked my ass the most though. Seeing him grow up, seeing him being taller, bigger, actually talking better. Um, when he came to see me at visit, man, this little dude told me this would tow me up, man. When he came to visit, and he was like, "Dad, I like coming to your house. You have a lot of windows." I was like, "Oh man, I can imagine what he tell people at church. Like, either they gonna think I'm in a mansion or they gonna think I'm in jail. It's only two things. He lived where a lot of windows is at. They be like, oh man, they gonna ask my baby mama like, what your baby daddy do? Where he at? You know what I mean? And, oh, he in jail. You know how they do. But yeah, after that, I never want to go back. It wasn't even a thought. So, like I said, out of all the stuff I've been through, and then all these new faces, like I said, and Hefe, you going back with a nigga in jail. Seeing niggas in jail, I done seen Spody face. Tell me why the homies tell me, hey man, you remember Spody face when we was in Silmore? I'm like, nah. It was like the nigga name was Turtle. I was like, oh yeah, I got in with a nigga from 40's named Turtle. They was like, yeah, that's blood. Like he ain't as chubby no more. Like he got older. I was like, yeah, that's him. I was like, yeah, because we was in the bathroom and we was in unit Z at the top. And I remember I just got there and I think it was Tank, Donut, and Turtle. Tank, Donut, and Turtle. I'll never forget because I really Tank and Donut was big. Donut was a fat nigga. Tank was a tall, chubby nigga. And then I remember Turtle. He was just like he was older than me. Like they was almost 18, but I was more on the 15, 16 side. So bam, I remember getting there, and I know the first day I got there, it was kind of late. So they fed me my food. Like there, they give you a tray and it got saran wrap on it. It ain't like prison where you just go get your tray or come on that tray thing where it's like your different sections, portions of food. Nah, theirs was like on a plate that you get styrofoam with cheap saran wrap. But it's hot, but it ain't got no flavor, no nothing. It be chicken, potatoes, and green beans, corn. Not no seasoning, butter on nothing. And them potatoes be just add waters. Like, oh my gosh. Like I said, I was an Inglewood baby. I used to be in there. God damn, man. They used to catch me stealing Starburst and Snickers from visiting every Sunday. Like, they used to really search me and get on my mom and dad about giving me that. But yeah, so back to the story. So they bang on me late at night. So I get my shower, and it was a Tank. Tank was like, "Yeah, we gonna have to get down. You have to get down with one of the homies, man. You from Inglewood, woo, woo, woo." I was like, "All right, for sure, for sure." And I believe Spaghetti B from IF, he changed his name to Mouse. So Spaghetti B was there, and it was a nigga name. I think his name was like Ace from 9-4 Hoover. But he was on some other stuff though. Like I said, I'm just the generation after the Booty Bandits. So this nigga Ace from like 9 Dudes 9-4, this nigga had marked out a nigga from 18th Street, and that was his broad. Like the nigga had the tattoos all on his face. Or the nigga from Hoover, and nigga from 18, he was a chubby nigga, and he had ponytails in his hair like a straight broad. The mask, I never forget that. And I used to look at him like, damn, Ace, like, ooh, he was like, man, that's how this shit go. You know what I mean? This nigga my bitch. And I was like, sheesh. You know what I mean? And Spaghetti was cool with this nigga from Hoover. So I used to be like, Spaghetti, man, that nigga on some, you know what I mean? He'd be like, blood, welcome to the Y. Like, niggas get out the Y. Niggas been doing this shit. I'm like, yeah. And then one time we up in there, weird nigga try to ask me to watch out for him while they was gonna do something to somebody else, like they was gonna beat somebody up and make him a girl. I was like, hell no. I closed my door like nigga, hell no, I ain't doing that shit. On my daddy, rest in peace. I closed the door on them niggas. Yeah, Spaghetti and that nigga Ace try to tell me watch the hallway for the police. They finna beat this nigga up and do what they do to him. I was like, hell no. I remember my door said, nigga, I did that on purpose. Nigga, and they came to the door like, oh, hey, what's up? I was like, nigga, you know what's up, nigga. Give me my fuck flicks. Yeah, give me my pictures. Like the little black and whites of the naked bitches and shit like that. Slide me that. I'll be doing my thing tonight. Make sure you give me some lotion. And yeah, go handle your business with the boy. For real. Real talk. That's when Hoover Ray was up in there. Hoover Ray know what I'm talking about. We used to be looking at them weird niggas that was older than us. Hoover Ray had the mold, but they told me he turned bad. Like I said, I'm so old. Like niggas been doing time so long and gooning for their hood. It ain't surprising to me that niggas turned a new leaf because nigga, when you go from teenagers to 40 years old, that's a big transformation in thinking. You ain't the same person in the hood, especially if you did time. Once you did time, you start thinking about everybody that ain't looked out for you, ain't answered the call, ain't wrote you, don't get into contact with your family, and you live in the hood. When you live in the hood, you take that shit personal. Cause I took shit personal. When I got out, I was hot. Man, I wanted to beat up everything that I grew up with. Like, nigga, how I send the paperwork home and you niggas didn't even touch the nigga. And not even that, you didn't touch him to the point of when the nigga got out, the nigga threw a hood function. And I sent the paperwork and y'all still went to the nigga party. And my bitch in the hood told me you niggas was there because she lived on the 400. She gave the big homies the paperwork who told on me. And these niggas still had a backyard boogie, probably banging Mac 10s. Backyard boogie. And I'm in there doing that time for a snitch nigga. And the snitch nigga throw a hood party, and all you niggas is in there like this. Man, I ain't even had to be there, man. That shit tore me up. I'm like, man, it's like you grow up in the hood and you find out motherfuckers be picking and choosing. They get passes and they just, you know what I mean? Like the passes they give people are just unexplainable. You know what I mean? And then little by little, them little issues turn into big issues, and now you start falling back. Now you start understanding life. Now you start picking and choosing who you want to deal with, cause you know it ain't all or nothing no more. Like when you young, when you don't know no better, man, you be full fledged. Man, you crash out any and every day. You don't care who it is, young nigga, old nigga, for the homie, for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the worst thing these young dudes got to deal with. Is somebody telling them they doing the right thing, but as soon as they leave these streets, they ain't gonna give them a dollar on nothing. But that's what it is. And you know, rap and drill music ain't making it no better. But what I can say about Chicago drill, they showing you you talk like that, you live like that, you show you like that. As soon as you touch your dollars, you gone. You gone. It don't matter 14, 15, 16, 20, 21. As soon as you hit, they showing you what's to come. So why would you make it come up, move to better areas, better cars, better food, better living, and then go back to the bums? The people that need you to pull up, the people that need you to roll up. If that's the case, you might as well get your own money and be in the privacy of your own home and handle your BI. You feel me? Like it ain't really nothing else to even like go back and forth about. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about at this point? Like, I don't know. But like I said, I'm gonna save my jewels for different YouTube because I can't drop it all at once. But I know that BRAZY and Hefe, that blew me back. I can't beef with somebody in prison. He's eating brown sugar oatmeal. Nah, 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 nah. Even Brick Baby clarified that, bro. I wasn't in there braiding no hair. But look though. Since everybody think it's ha ha he, right? Okay, dig this. I know a lot of gangster niggas from different hoods that braid hair. Now, I don't braid the hair. I made a tool, like a crochet. You ever seen the crochet needle for dreads? Well, I made one of those for him with a pencil and some paper clips. I showed him. I probably did his first row. All it is twisting the hair, looping it, and pulling it through. Twisting the hair, put the thing at the bottom, and pull it through. That's it. That's it. And I did that to probably like six of them. The nigga got a whole head of hair, bro. But if niggas want to play the gay games, then hey, you ain't been to prison because it's full fledged gang members in prison that braid hair on level fours. And if you play with them like that, they're gonna bust you down, and that's a fact. They'll do you like the butcher at Stater Brothers. You will, yeah, yeah. Like there is braiders in there. So, like I said, the internet can play whole games if they want to, just like in prison. It's real booty bandits, and they'll kill you. I gotta stop saying that word, but it's booty bandits in prison today. That's real life members. They don't control the yard, but they got a whole lot of say so of they homies that come to the yard. Yeah, and that's a fact. Yeah, I done seen them. We could put one out there. Bubbles. Bubbles from East Coast Crip. Bubbles from East Coast Crip had a transmission. I used to say the motherfucker looked like the Predator. That nigga had dreads. That nigga was super tall, and his face was all sucked in and shit. And they said the nigga had squabbles, but they said the nigga could possibly be HIV. But Bubbles is a reputable nigga from East Coast, and it used to be some killers that come to the yard and used to talk to him about them boys. And you know what happened every time? It's a fact. Bubbles kept messing with them boys. That's a fact. Yes. And told any nigga that was there from East Coast, oh, East Coast crip, nigga. If anybody got something to say, nigga, woo, woo, woo. I done seen gangster niggas, and I can't call them gangster like that. And they wasn't none of the homies from the Bloods. I seen niggas go to the yard and get married to a peasy. Oh yeah, gangster niggas. And they homies that's killers go to the yard with them. Facts, nigga. Facts. Brick Baby ain't been to no 4 yard. Bosco ain't been to no 4 yard, nigga. I seen them niggas. I seen them niggas turn sweatpants and boxers into skirts and G-strings on the dead homies. And I'm like, whoa. And after homie, like when I first got to the 4 yard, I was like, hey, I know this ain't SNY. Like, you know, I said, I ain't tell on nobody. Like, he was like, nah, bud, just this is prison, you know. This what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, nah, I don't know what you mean. And he was like, bro, this is what you see in the movies. Like these niggas here forever, ever. So that's the girl. And I'm like, nah, that ain't no girl. They like, well, we know that, but why he here? And he is a gangster. And he here, he does beat up shit and stab shit. But he do fuck with the boys. And I was like, what's his name again? He was like, Bubbles. Bubbles is a perfect example from East Coast. Bubbles is in there for Merc and shit. And his homies, the Buff ones, ACDC, anybody come up in there that's big from East Coast, press Bubbles on the 4 yard about him and his punk. I bet you his punk pack him and his shit up, and they both stabbing you in the morning. And when he gets out in the morning, he's gonna slide his phone to one of his homies. And when he gets back, or if he does not get back, he's gonna go to war with you. And his homie from the East Coast is gonna keep that horn. And he's still EC. And you ain't gonna dirt him. The internet is the internet. Brick Baby is the perfect example. My hood is big as hell on my back. I'm from Inglewood. I just I just beat up Baba, NBA young boy shooter, the one that was in LA shooting. I smashed him in the county jail like 2, 3 days before I even met Brick Baby. Every dorm I get to, I go and take a shower. And I do that on purpose because I peel out the shirt. So just like 4 Extra, I peel out the shirt. My whole back is like a wanted sign. It say West Side 400 Queens. If you blind as Munchie, you gonna see it, nigga. As soon as I take off the shirt, if you blind as Munchie, you gonna see it. And I ain't no big nigga, but I will flu flam you, nigga. And that's the best part about me because everybody be like, oh man, you look short, nigga, woo, woo, woo. And nigga, once I get to left and right in your ass, niggas change they fucking ways. You ever seen them short niggas where they do the big niggas be like, hey, you know them short niggas be having hands and shit like that. Like, I'm one of them. I will change your life. I nigga on my mama, I will change your life on a head of fade. And I don't care how big you is, because I know niggas grab all that. Like I said, like one thing about Munchie B and what makes it so famous, and he ain't got no get back on it. Munchie B had that happen to him with that peanut butter. But we was all waiting on Munchie B to do his repercussions. Munchie B ain't never got no get back for that. Munchie B has no get back for what Foley did to him. This nigga, like J Hood said, he did the best thing he could do to him without just like anybody could say, oh, I knocked him out, or I broke his jaw, or you know what I mean? Like, you know, we had that nigga knocked out over by the Pistons and somebody peed on him. No, it was further than that. Big Munchie B punch out shit. It was a Munchie B before he met that Munchie B. So it was already a name of a Munchie B before he met your ass. You the new Munchie B. So he knew what he was doing with that name. That's why Munchie B is so famous in the gang culture, because he would have never did that to Big Munchie. Big Munchie B, Daggin Weed, the one I grew up with. Oh no, hell no. And if he did, like I said, I won't put it past nobody. But if that happened to me, man, he would have been R.I.P. Nigga, on my mama, nigga. I would have asked all the homies, nigga, on the dead homies. I would have been like, who got one tonight? Like Bernie Mac tonight, nigga. I don't care where I see him. He's out of here. And if he ain't out of here, I bet you that peanut butter shit get erased. That's how I get at my homies. Yeah, if he did me like that and I woke up, ooh, yeah, I bet you what I do to him, nigga, they gonna be like, yeah, but he got that peanut butter. He sure did bust him down like a snicker, he bust him down, like they said, bust him down like a spread. Man, on my mama. Munchie B ain't never got back. So you're not the governor. You can't be the B team governor. You never got back for your cheeks. Come on, bro. Like any real man that's in here right now, just imagine. Like I said, I'm not the best fighter, but I'm not the worst. Second, I don't fear nobody. I'm gonna go in there and do my best. The worst thing you can do in there is fear. They're gonna smell it. A non-affiliate will smell it on you. And after you get marked out, oh, you going down the line. It's like that domino effect. Once the first one go, you might as well just, if you ever got marked out, the next nigga that say something, do it in a timely manner. As soon as he said, right when he said, you bitch that, before he even finished, just like I said, I've been seeing the videos of Foley pressing the homies and stuff like that, and like grabbing the door so they can't go in. Hell no, nigga, you ain't grabbing no door like that on me. First off, I'm gonna back up and get my distance, because you ain't finna be all in my face like this and be able to touch me on my chest and point me on my head. Nigga, you was a dumb nigga. And then just your op. Come on, bro. I'm watching the cameras, bro. You young niggas is different. Nigga, that's why me and Munchie didn't get done like that. Nigga, we know how to look around corners and then be like, oh, it's 6 of them. And then, you know what I mean? Still walk up in there, but then you very observant, nigga. Like, and like I said, Munchie ain't got no get back. Munchie ain't got no get back, bro. Munchie did what he did, and he let that nigga ride that wave. And even if you get back on the streets, it ain't like getting back to the man that did that to you. Like I said, man, every time somebody say peanut butter for the rest of your life, you can be like, oh shit. Like, you know what that dude did to you mentally? Like if you just said, oh yeah, he knocked me out, then it would have been like, yeah, okay, cool. He knocked me out. Ooh, that's just a regular fade. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas get knocked out in the hood all the time. But to disrespect your name like that, he did it because it's more than just your name to it. Munchie B, with you breeding it off from CMG to IF, now it's an Inglewood name. And if Inglewood is their number one ops, why wouldn't he cancel one name? And it's a big name, especially when your brother is my age, 40. The most y'all could be is 36 or 35 or whatever. So even when y'all came to high school, me and Munchie graduated. You did? So we can't, that's like us in 12th grade hanging out with 8th graders at Crozier. It's not gonna happen. We don't talk the same, bro. We smoking Sherm. You niggas is trying to find blunts to smoke weed with, and y'all smoking stress. We was smoking chronic then. Then it went to the kush. We was choking that when you niggas was buying seeds in the weed. You know, when I sold in the Titans and I had to seal up the nickel bags and I called them pillows, and then niggas be so they roll it up and pop, 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 pop like popcorn. Yeah, that was the stress. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't no get back for Munchie, bro. It is what it is, gang. And like I said, if he really want to talk business, like I said, he got my Instagram and all that. I hit him up twice. But at the end of the day, I told him, if you don't have Big Munchie on the phone, me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. Because what I said, everything I said is gonna be a fact. What you gonna have your brother on the phone and say, hey, he gonna call me Neptune, no. He was like, hey, Neptune, hey, that really happened. And I believe we talked about it before, but he knows that happened in the county jail. It ain't gonna be no secret or no new story to him. He probably want to punch niggas out for his little brother, and I feel him. Because if that was my little brother and he had my name, I would feel the same way. You know what I mean? And of course he want to get back, and he in prison. Best believe he see Foley, nigga, he gonna give it to him. That's a fact. That's a fact. Big Munchie, he ain't gonna have no problem. But he know I don't have no problem, so I know for sure what kind of soldier that grew up with me. Munchie is not gonna have no problem running up on no Foley. But I don't know, Munchie on a 3, 2, 1, I don't know, but I know he in there because he would have been hit the internet. But it is what it is. That's why I say this whole gay culture is just it's days of our lives. You know what I mean? And we all knew this growing up, but now it's hitting the internet. Like it's so many goofies, it's so many snitches, it's so many petties, it's so many like the list continue. Homies robbing homies. This gang stuff ain't man. If you in 2025 and you got kids that's young, to pick up a gang is like picking up a strap and putting it to your head. They're going to tell on you. You catch a serious case, ones you grew up with, just like me, second grade. It was him, and I seen him do it. Yeah, to the point I took a deal in trial just because I didn't want to go through the embarrassment of somebody I grew up with that peed in my beds, my bunk beds as a kid, get on a stand and point me out in front of my parents and my brothers and sisters. I spared a lot of people, but I also spared myself the humiliation of my family seeing the dumbest thing I ever done in my life. At this point, I can say truly with this YouTube buddy, like I said, I never needed it, but I am gonna go back to the hood and I am gonna look out. But I'm gonna do it like an OG supposed to. I'm gonna pull up with the real off-duty police officer. You know what I mean? The whole point of me doing this for my neighborhood and my community is just to do it right. You know what I mean? Like if I was Paul Pierce did a lot for the Inglewood community. He did that whole little basketball section over there at Rogers Park. But for me, being from the trenches, and now YouTube got me, up on here and able to have all these subscribers. Matter of fact, like, comment, and subscribe to me, folks. Like I'm one of the realest. I'm not a brick baby. Like I was in there with Brick Baby. Brick is the trick. Everything he say is cap, bro. He is not like that in the county jail, broski. He is not. That nigga's he's a reporter. Like he asks questions. He asks how he was asking me all type of questions about Bosco, bro. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the real ones. That's why he on no jumper. You know how many hoops you gotta jump through just to be a no jumper employee? You know how much undercover backdoor stuff and questions you have to prepare for on someone you may feel comfortable to come to your platform, but knowing in the back of your mind this white boy got you asking these questions that may trick him off the streets. The worst thing any black person could do is go to a white man's platform and think he gonna do you right. I ain't never known too many white folks that ever did. Hey, meet this guy. He's a member. He's good. Don't do nothing to him. Trust him. No, the first thing they gonna do is any kind of trouble. It was him, and I seen him do it. Yeah, all kind of buster ass shit going on, man. That's what I said. Munchie B talking to the politicians and the politicianos. Everybody up there reading Fed cases and Fed numbers and who went to jail for what yard they went to. Now you beefing with Reggie White because he did some stuff with Spider Loke and this, and that. Look, man, I didn't know nothing about your Spider Loke, Bickenback, seeing cool, whatever, nigga. But just to find out, y'all had a whole organization, and you, Munchie B, you knew that this nigga had this shit on him and fucking with the police, and you knew Nina Boy and all these other people was doing all this foul stuff. But then when I come to their platform and put you out there on some real allegations, now all of a sudden everybody else get put out there. Come on, man. It don't take a rocket scientist. Once I put your panty drawers out there in the first official blood that you can't put on blast, because nigga, we almost at 3 weeks now. I would have been found out to have a transmission and this, and that. Or somebody would have been like, hey, I was the one in the car with him. No, because you looked it up and it's real bitches. And I went to jail for real shit. So that's why they ain't no back and forth. So now you want to move around, which I know your brother that you called. I know Big Munch was like, nah, I don't fuck with Bud. Like, he really from the gang. Like, bro, his brothers and sisters is like that. Like, his sister be knocking grown man teeth out. Like, yeah, that's my sister. And she 2 years younger than me. So what are we talking about, broski? You know what I mean? What else is Munchie gonna tell you? He ain't gonna tell you what Bosco said. Oh yeah, he's a bitch. He's always been a bitch. I just never liked him. Come on, man. Who does an interview like that on Cam Capone? Just sound like a straight ex broad. But it's all good though. Like I said, and these the same ODM Slim and Hefe. All these people go to these police shows and then tell everybody, yeah, I'm connected. Yeah, I'm official. And then they had their homeboys call in and this, and that. And yeah, that's cool and all that. You know what I mean? But that don't mean nothing, because the same ones that call in, if we scrutinize and look up their name, just like the politician and the politicianos, I bet you some of these dudes on them 3 yards and down ain't as 100 as them phone calls. Like I said, they forgive a lot of sins and they don't let a lot of people go to the 4 yard. And I'm a 4 yard baby. They send me there because I be doing extra. County jail, sharpen up a pencil and get up on a nigga. And did it. Me and Nutcase from BPS. Nigga, 18 was in there talking crazy to him and all that. Man, that nigga went up in there, went, sharpened up his pencil. I went, sharpened up mine. He looked at me. Man, he got off on old boy. And right when he said it, he was like, 18? Not today, -1. Y'all 17. I was like, oh, this nigga gangster. Yeah, that nigga told them niggas that. He said -1, 17 today, nigga. Nigga, I thought that nigga Nutcase was so gangster for that. Yeah, and we both went to the hole. Mm-hmm. As I said, if we was on tricky dance moves there, what is Munchie be on? Nigga, play with your bad hood. And not only that, he scarred your name for life. Ain't no get back. The only get back is what you should have did when you got back to that county jail. Because he was in there a very, very long time on the 4,000 floor. Everybody knew where he was at. But it was a gang of neighborhoods on that floor too. So it ain't like you just bell up in there and be like, yeah, what is nigga at? Like, you had to come with your crews. The homies had to come like 4-5 deep. Every time we did shit like that, we went 4-5 deep. So if you turn one of us around, you gotta turn all of us around. But we ain't coming here for no losses. We coming here for the lineup. And it don't matter how big, how small you was, nigga, win, lose, or draw. If we knew you was with the squabble, nigga, come on. We'll tell you to skip court line. Nigga, we up here today. Nigga, we was doing shit before we even went to court and messed up our court dates. Yeah, we was on that. Possibly ain't got no stories like that. Y'all steady subscribe to. Brick Baby got so many subscribers. I shook my head when he did that story about me. I seen the subscribers. I was like, oh, look what the white man did for him. This shit crazy, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say, man. Stuff be making me so mad now that I'm on the internet. Like, it really be pissing me off, man. And I don't even know what to say no more. Because it's just BS. Ain't nobody really on nothing. Everybody dissing each other. And like I said, Aunt Hefe going back and forth with a nigga in jail. Come on, man. How you gonna go back and forth with a nigga in jail? And then y'all all the police. And then you wonder how they get all these views in an hour. 2,000 views. Yeah, because all the LAPD officers didn't watch it too. You don't think they tap in and watch the shows? Like the low vibrations, like us, I be watching them shows with the low vibration, with the low views. They be having the real content. They still trying to prove themselves. The ones that already got them big subscribers, they'll tell you anything to keep you watching. I don't care if it's from Chicago back to Cali. They doing it. And then I'm surprised academics had the nerve to pop his face out. Bro, you know what the allegations you got? I'm surprised that even one person still watches it. Academics is full fledged with the trickery, with the petty stuff with the kids. We all heard it. Then he disappear off the net for a couple of days, maybe a week, and then he pop back up, just like this mysterious motherfucker, Milk 74. Where's Milk 74? First he was in a house, then he started doing all this content in the car. Then all of a sudden, he's doing it once a month. Like, and then the last thing he did was what, 4 extra or something, like something just to speak on it. You know what I mean? Or be braids. Anything that has to do with like a Hoover beef, he'll probably pop his head out. But yeah, the content is the real. I think Milk 74 out there homeless. I ain't gonna lie. Milk 74, I used to see him every day in the morning. Like he was as normal as Nina Boy. Nina Boy, I already know his program. Number one thing Nina Boy do: wake up, go to the gym, bam. You know what I mean? Do a live. That's how he used to hit me up every morning. He'll tell me, "Hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna say this. We're gonna set this up. I'm gonna hit you up after I get from the gym. All that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Come to find out, you niggas is moving foul. Then your homegirl Jackie Lowe just died. You know what I mean? I didn't see none of you niggas at the. I seen Spider. I seen Spider, but they said he had the camera crew with him and all that. And, you know. Then they said Spider right now, Reggie White saying he trying to get up out of his home and relocate. I would too. If everybody came to Black Box, know where you live. That's a fact. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to continue these lives as much as I can. I'm gonna try to stay involved with y'all as much as I can. Make sure you always like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna be hitting y'all up on Instagram. I'm gonna be starting a new Twitch. I'm gonna be doing all that. So, I'm gonna be needing moderators. That's why I said I got my whole little hookup right now. So at the end of the day, just hit me up. If you got promo or anything you want done, hit me up. You know what I mean? If more and more people come up in here, whatever you doing, just hit me up. I'll help push your promotion or whatever you want me to do. Because it's more than just this gang stuff. Like, we black at the end of the day, and Trump getting all the immigrants and stuff up out of here. So it's just gonna be us, and it's gonna be all the real citizens here trying to get their dollars. But at the end of the day, prices is still gonna be up, and Trump wants everybody to be a real American citizen. What is that? A person that owns his own business, not just work. He owns his own business. You see what I mean? That was the American way. That's what everybody did to come to America. You feel me? That's the American way. Everybody wanted to come here to start a business and start a life for themselves, a new life. So this is where we at. So like I said, if y'all have anything that y'all want me to speak on for the next time, or any topics or anything, just let me know. Hit me on my Instagram, BEE.hustle. It's Instagram. You're gonna see Terrell Floyd, and then Say Less Moments with the dollar sign as the S. Dollar sign AYLESS moments. And soon I'm finna have the Say Less Rottweiler soon. Already I got the merch, I got the t-shirts, I got the hats. I'm gonna start posting it up for y'all because I've been doing this. But y'all fuck with me and I'm gonna fuck with y'all. Neptune the Goon, and I'm out. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'm out.